Welcome to Chats by Christ, a show about Catholic lads living Catholic lives. I'm Shali.
I'm Deshaun.
Happy Melbourne Cup Day, Desh.
Thanks,
Time of
man.
recording, it is horse racing day. Did you race the horses?
I,
No.
I honestly forgot it was Melbourne Cup Day. I had the Saturday off. I just thought it was a day off.
No. You
Yeah.
didn't. That means you didn't even sing the horses song for the horse day. I didn't do that either.
Is there a horses?
You know, that classic song. Sometimes it plays on like the classics radio station about the horses.
No.
I'm sure you've heard it. I don't know, like
Horses, Melbourne Cup song.
no, it's not. It's not at the Melbourne Cup. It's just about horses.
Slim Dusty, is that the one?
No, it's Daryl Braithwaite.
Oh. Travel Braithwaite horses.
Who you've heard this song? This is great content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you didn't do the horses. I didn't do the horses. I didn't even place a bet on the horses. I was too busy having lunch with a friend. What did you get up to today? Was that
What'd you guys have for lunch?
Chinese food? Very, very Australian.
Yeah.
Succulent Chinese meal. Yeah.
Oh, what a piece of content that was. What did I get up to? Did some yard work at the old place in the morning, then took the dog to the park for a bit, and took a nap. I don't know, I got really tired, took a nap.
Oh, I should have
Then
done
I
that.
went to, yes. Yeah, I don't know, I just fell asleep on the couch. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
The nap was good because I went to the gym after. I still felt like I started off the gym feeling very tired, but like ended up being a good session, so that was good.
That's good.
Yeah, and then I came back, really.
Nice. Well, did you have fun, Dash? Did you have fun today?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like that's a very subjective question.
Like, okay. You know,
I feel like I enjoyed the gym though. Like I feel like I used to not like the gym, but I think I'm like beginning to enjoy it now.
Hmm.
So that was fun.
That's
Like
good.
yard work probably isn't fun.
Yeah.
Going to the park with the dog probably fun for the dog. I mean, I liked it as well. I guess.
Yeah. Do you think we're allowed
But
to
yeah,
have fun?
no,
We're not.
no, it's
No.
actually a mortal sin
Okay.
having fun.
Where? Can you point me to the catechism?
Hmm.
Can you point me to the code of canon law that says that?
Um, no, I can't. It actually hasn't been invented yet.
The catechism.
No, the part about fun not being allowed.
Ah, yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
question is on Reddit r/Catholicism.
Really?
Yeah. Are we allowed to have? I can't read Reddit because of reasons. I refuse.
I can reread it.
It's my accurate.
Can we
Um,
have on ours left Catholicism? Are we allowed to have fun? You
um,
you can't cut down a tree without sharpening a saw. A moderate amount of good spirit, fun, or relaxation makes you more capable of doing good in the long term.
there you go.
Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Is that the reference? I don't know. I haven't seen The Shining. Is that where it's from?
No idea what you're talking about.
Uh, I don't know. It's just an old proverb.
Mm,
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
yeah.
Um,
Mm.
yeah. So don't
Oh, this.
overwork yourself. Anyway, reason I ask is
Mm,
because you've probably heard the news and seen the memes about that new anime girl mascot that the Vatican has released.
mm,
Luce, the Muddy Gumboots pilgrim girl,
mm-hmm.
the marketable mascot.
Yeah.
What do you think about her? What's your take? Everyone has an opinion. Let's have opinions.
My opinion is more of a question.
Yeah.
Why?
Uh, apparently it has something to do with the Jubilee.
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, like she is the mascot for the Jubilee year next year. But why? Why did we need a mascot?
That's a good question. I've never had a Jubilee before, so I don't know what the protocol is.
What actually is a Jubilee year? Is it every 25 years or?
It's meant. I could have sworn Jubilees are every 50. I could be wrong. I don't know.
The Jubilee, for the Church, the Jubilee is a year of special grace of remission of sins. Oh wait, no, didn't the Pope call for a Jubilee year?
Uh, no, it's not
Oh
like a
no, sorry.
declared thing. It's every something or other amount of years, like
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Every 50 years.
50 years.
Mentioned in
Okay,
Leviticus.
every 50 years.
That's what Wikipedia is saying.
Okay, wasn't there a Jubilee in 2000? Now that I think about it, or was that just
Um,
World Youth Day or something?
a Jubilee year, no. A Jubilee. Wait, I'm so confused. A Jubilee year is celebrated by the church every 25 years. This is from another website.
Okay.
This has been the case since 1470 when Pope changed. Oh, okay. When Pope Paul II changed it from every 50 years. Okay.
Ah,
So
right.
back
Okay.
in Leviticus times, maybe it was 50 years, and then, yeah, in
I mean,
1470, Pope Paul said, we're changing it.
I think Pope Paul was a bit more recent. Pope Paul II was a bit more recent than Leviticus times. Dash.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ah, yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
said.
Yeah. Since Leviticus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
In Leviticus, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I got confused. I was like, it's been
Yeah.
50 years for more than the ancient times.
But yeah, he changed it in 1470 from 50 years to 25. So yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, no, that question of why. Yeah.
Like, I'm not opposed to the idea of a mascot, but like the idea of the mascot from reading and like from talking to people is that Luce is sort of meant to appeal to the youth and like youth culture.
Mhm.
But then like I saw a meme the other day that a friend of ours sent us, and it's like this is what the church is offering us, Luce in the year of Jubilee, but what young people actually want: Latin Mass, Gregorian chant, like things like that. Like this is what the young people of the church nowadays are like beginning to like ask for again.
Yeah. I guess like maybe young people outside the church like anime. Well, yeah. Or like, cartoon
I
mascots and what have you.
guess, but like I still don't see how a cartoon mascot is going to draw someone to the church. Like,
Fair.
is there like actually like an anime being made about Luce, or like
Not
what's
that
the
I
go?
know of. That's my big disappointment, honestly.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Like,
Like, if you're gonna make a mascot like that, like, you gotta have something to support it. Otherwise, it's just.
just, yeah, like, Hello Kitty has a show, I think. Pretty sure Hello Kitty has a show. What's that look for?
I'm trying to draw the connection.
Like, so, like, the whole point of Luce is, like, she's a mascot, she's a brand, right?
Yeah.
But,
Didn't
like,
Hello
most.
Kitty stem from the TV show? Like, didn't the TV show come before the brand though?
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe a better one is Pokemon, right? Like, the two
Mm.
just sort of, like, can't come hand in hand, yeah?
Okay, that's true.
Like,
Yep. Yep.
Pokemon were created for the game, and then the show came from the game. And now, like, the
I actually
creatures.
didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, the game came first. The Game
Oh
Boy
wow.
game.
Okay.
And then the show was made to promote the game. And Pikachu became the
Hmm.
cultural megalith that he is now.
Okay. Interesting. Oh well, maybe Luce has. Well, maybe there's hope for Luce then.
If they actually do something with her, is my gripe.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
honestly, like, like, she's meant to be like a pilgrim of sorts, right?
Yeah.
A pilgrimage cartoon with cute mascots would go off, I reckon. Even
True.
if it is just for, like, little kiddos.
Yeah.
But
I
now we
mean,
have
get the
something
kids,
that
like
isn't
get the little
Bluey.
kids into the church. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. But, like, they won't do that because I don't expect them to.
Hmm.
They being the Vatican head of marketing or whatever.
Yeah. 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 It's sort of like, yeah. Again, comes back to why.
Yeah.
Like honestly, the
But,
best part about Luce so far has been the memes.
well, that's the thing. Like, in a way, like, Luce has breached
Yeah.
containment, so to speak, in a way that
Maybe that was their
traditionalism
plan.
hasn't. Not to be, like,
Maybe they were just like,
rude.
people will make memes about this, and
Well,
like that's
yeah.
how they'll interpret the culture.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like the church has to reshape the culture somehow.
Mm.
Can't really swim in the pool without getting in.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for trying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely not.
I guess the question is whether or not this is enough, or whether this will like do anything in the long run. Because memes come and
Mm.
go.
True. True.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, like Luce being a seasonal mascot, so to speak. Like she'll probably end up being irrelevant very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like opinions on Luce have been kind of split
Mm.
just within Catholicism circles.
Yeah.
Because there is that
Yeah.
like traditionalist side that's like we don't want this, we don't care,
Yep.
and then there's like the other side that are kind of like me but more, and there's like cute, this is nice, I
Mm.
like this. Um, like a lot of people on that side are saying stuff like lighten up, you're allowed to have a little fun and whimsy,
Yeah.
like arguments like that.
Yep.
That's why I asked like, are we allowed to have fun?
Mm.
Because like it sort of seems like if we're allowed to have fun, we can have stuff like this, even if it's not necessarily helpful,
Yep.
quote unquote. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all that?
Yeah. I think that's good. And true. Like definitely hopefulness. Like definitely, it's like it has the potential to create hope. Um. Yeah. Again, like it's about execution. Though. Like it all depends on what happens next. Because, like you
Yeah,
said, if they just sort of let it die out, yeah, it'll sort of all be for nothing. And I guess we're not in the Jubilee year yet, so maybe like as we draw closer, we'll get more. I mean, Lucha's only been around for a week.
that's true. Yeah,
Like literally like October 28th. So like I think it's a week today that Lucha yesterday that Lucha was first announced.
right. Yeah,
Feels
it's
like a
been
lot longer.
it has felt like a lot longer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of spooky.
Hmm.
The old 24-hour news cycle is a heck of a thing.
Hmm.
There's so much of it which is already old news.
Yep. Exactly.
Hmm.
How did we get onto this? Oh yeah. Are we allowed to have fun?
Are we allowed to have fun? Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Is there a limit to how much fun we can have?
Yes. I mean, not like a figure, but I
You can
think
have.
like
You have reached your
yeah,
quota
X amount of
of
fun.
10 fun units. Yeah.
Come back tomorrow. Yeah, there's there's no like figure.
Mm.
Oh, like it's all about again moderation. Um, Like I was just reading a comment on that Reddit post actually,
Mhm.
where it talks about how the love that we have for others in this life will glorify God. Actually, never mind. The first part's a bit odd. The love we have for others in this life will glorify God in the next. I guess they
Uh,
mean heaven?
it's a bit clunky. Wouldn't it be more accurate to say like it'd glorify God now?
Now, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anyway, the next part of this paragraph is better. They talk about how engaging in recreational activities for the sake of spending quality time with others and building relationships is the best example of when fun is permissible. And that I think is true enough in itself.
Yeah,
Like having fun by yourself is one thing, but that could be deemed inherently selfish
it can
to a
be
degree.
to a
Yeah,
degree.
like if you're like only focused on having fun, like with yourself, like if to the point where like you become a recluse, like
Yes.
doing the things that you enjoy.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, like in like this like social media like gamer sort of culture, I think that is definitely possible.
I'm guilty of that, honestly.
Not really. Like you spend time playing games, but like I'm talking about like me back in like high school, like school holidays, I would like get out of bed at 10 a.m. I'd get off the games at like 10 p.m.
Yeah, no, I used to do that.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
defense, I used to play with others back then. Now I don't.
True.
Like
True.
outside of Dungeons and Dragons, I don't play with
Yeah,
my friends
yeah,
much. I keep saying I
yeah,
want to, and then like I don't.
yeah.
I
Same,
keep making
same.
excuses not to.
Like the only game I played with friends was Fortnite, and even that died off. Sad.
Sag.
Did try to play Borderlands for a bit. That was fun.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah, that also died off.
Sag.
Sad.
It's tough. Time is such a thing.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I think I like what this person is saying, engaging in recreational activities for the sake of spending time with someone else and building relationships. Like that is a good way to have. Even that needs to be done in moderation, however. But yeah, like to be able to bond with someone, um, like for example, like say you're trying to connect with someone, like you need to build the relationship. Like there needs to be common ground there. And
Yeah,
yeah, the way
yeah,
you can do that is do things that you both enjoy.
yeah. I guess it
And
really.
that'll lead
Yeah.
into
No, go on,
sorry,
go on, keep going.
I was gonna say, and that then can lead into like for example, that can then lead into spending time doing other activities like for example, I would probably find it difficult to like pray or go to mass with someone that like I'm not like very familiar with, if that makes sense. More so prayer than going to mass, because going to
Mm,
mass is its own thing. Like,
yeah,
do
yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
You mean like a prayer group or
Yeah.
like a
Like,
Bible study?
yeah, like it like spiritually it's difficult like connect with someone, don't really know them too well. Like
Yeah.
you need yes
No,
and no, like
I think the Bible study example's bad. I need a better one.
not Bible study, yeah. Yeah, we do need a better one.
Like
Even
it's a
like okay, here's a good example. A youth
mm,
group.
yeah.
Whenever like you're like starting a youth group or like you like you have like the first first day of term of a youth group,
Yep.
most people would start with an icebreakers sort of day, like where you just
Yes.
play games, and just like have fun, like the first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's yeah, like everyone's back from holidays, like there's been a bit of time where we spent time away from each other.
Hmm.
There's new people joining the group. They need to like be able to like build relationships and connect if they're gonna like share like intimate details of their spiritual life.
Yep. They still
So
do.
like yeah, and to that effect, I think like having fun beforehand and like building that relationship is important.
Yeah. I was gonna say like maybe an even better example is dating. Like
Hmm.
that's the whole point of dating, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
You're the one
Yeah.
with the girlfriend, so you confirmed with the night. Was
You also had a girlfriend.
I had girlfriend? Yes.
Yes, but you have gone through the throes. But
I
yes, that is
call it
fair.
that, Dash.
What?
The throws. That can't be that bad for you, surely.
I didn't think throws was a bad thing.
Throws is a bad word. Throws is like you're getting tossed about in like the stormy seas.
Oh,
Intense or violent pain and struggle, especially accompanying birth, death, or great change. You don't call them that.
oh well, yeah. Then it's not throws. I thought throws was just like you know. Mm,
You wanna
anyway,
you wanna apologize to your girlfriend live on air?
sorry, girlfriend. Sorry, girls. um,
uh,
yeah.
shout out Dash's
But
girlfriend.
but yeah, like you've been through that like experience where you need to like first develop that before you like go into like the more deeper things like your spiritual life.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you might talk about it, for example, like on the first day, like about your spiritual life and like where you're at the moment,
Mm,
because that is an important part of like the discernment process as well.
yeah.
It's not the be all or end all. Like if you're at different places in your spiritual life, but like it's probably something that's worth discussing, like pretty early on.
Yeah. Yeah. But like your spiritual life is deeply personal, so like of course it comes up later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, first it'll just be like, are you Catholic? Yes. And then
Mm,
how Catholic, quote unquote. And so on and so forth.
mm,
Um but yeah, so like But I think like even just having fun for its own sake, like those two examples are still like very functional almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like having fun is only not only, but like having fun is good as a means to an end.
Yep.
Um, but like, oh, did I? I don't. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Goodness, a long time ago, I was reading that book by Bobby Angel about called "Gaming and the Heroic Life" or something like that.
Oh yeah, you've talked about that before.
Yeah. I'm trying to like remember bits of it now, but one of the things uh, Mr. Angel kept saying was like, the play like the drive in all of
Mm-hmm.
us to play.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like God did make that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like there is a godliness in play,
Yep.
uh, but like concupiscence can hijack it and screw it all up, of course.
Yep.
So like there is something to be said for like fun for its own sake.
Yeah. True. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
Um, I guess it just depends on like what you do for fun, maybe.
True.
I don't know,
True.
like certain like fundamentalist quote unquote types will say that the only way to have fun is smoke cigars and drink whiskey.
I
And
could
I mean,
get
I
on board
like
with
whiskey.
this part.
Yeah, I like whiskey.
Yeah.
Cigars, not so much.
I think I've
the
ever
only
tried a cigar.
the only thing I'm inhaling is what's this called?
Incense.
Ventolin. But yeah, incense as well.
Mm, fair
Yeah,
enough.
asthma medication. That's all I'm inhaling. Oh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pollen. It's really bad these days.
Hmm. What about grape vapes? What are your thoughts
No,
on grape vapes?
no,
No?
no.
Um,
If you vape, I can't think of a rhyme. What rhymes with vape? Rape.
make me irate.
If I see you vape, I'm gonna be irate. No. Maybe. I don't know, I'll workshop it. Or not.
But yeah, it is definitely different for everyone.
Hmm. Like, yeah, video games, as we were talking about, like, they get a lot of
Yep.
flack. Um,
Mm,
watching shows, generally speaking, tends to be acceptable until it's anime, which, look, I don't blame them. Anime is kind of a
it's
dumpster dive.
just anime. I
Yeah.
think it's acceptable until you get to just questionable content in general. It just
Well,
so
yeah.
happens that anime has a lot of that.
That's the thing. Anime is, like, huge, stupidly full of dumpster diving.
Yeah.
Don't know what I was trying to say first time. Hugely? Yeah, anyway.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah,
gets
we
to
have
dumpster
plenty of
diving.
that in like Western culture as well.
Yeah. But it's like not less normalized, but like,
Mm, I would disagree. Like Game of Thrones, for example, that took off hugely.
yeah. No, it's more like Game of Thrones is like explicitly for adults. Anime tends to have more of like a childish edge to it. You know what I mean?
I guess. But generally, the ones that have questionable content are the ones made for adults.
Teens. Teens get a lot of
Teen.
questionable content as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Speaking from
true.
experience.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, like yeah, I don't know, a bit of anime. Like there are good animes out there. You just have to like
Yeah.
dumpster dive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Studio Ghibli's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Weddings are fun. I went to a wedding yesterday. It's like
Oh
general like
yeah,
social gatherings like that. Those are fun.
yeah. This was a like a secular, so to speak, wedding.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
Like they didn't even like yeah, it was a very close friend, so that's why I went. Like they didn't I don't even think they had like a ceremony, like they just went to the courthouse and signed the papers. Like, fair
So
enough.
there wasn't even like a celebrant, just a
Yeah, yeah. It was like
yep.
just them and like I don't even think their family went. They said like it was just them and their witnesses. Like they didn't make a big thing of it.
Yeah. So it's just
Yeah,
like go to the courthouse, get the thing signed, and then throw a
yeah.
party. Yeah,
Take some photos and throw a party. Yeah.
yeah.
But
That's
okay. I mean, yeah, that if you that's what you want to do.
eh,
Sure.
it's not sacramental, but then
It's
obviously
not.
not. I'm assuming they're not Catholic, so
No, no.
it is what it is.
That actually did raise a question to me yesterday, though. But I don't know if that's a question for this episode. Are we just doing a general episode, or are we focusing on fun today?
I guess the focus is fun, but like you could. Some types of fun are unacceptable because they support things that we don't stand for. If that
Mm.
makes sense.
Okay, well, I guess this comes into. Well, I guess we can discuss this then. Like my thought yesterday, like while I was at this wedding, is like, is it still worth celebrating weddings that aren't like inherently like Catholic? Because it is still an act, like it is still marriage, like it is two people joining in union.
Yeah.
So like inherently, like it is still marriage, right? Like it's still worth like I thought it was like my thought process is probably still worth celebrating.
Yeah. I'm
Like
not
the
like.
issue with like secular like weddings is like, well, they sort of lose their meaning because like oftentimes like these people like have already moved in together or are living together,
Yeah.
and then yeah, so then like you go to the wedding and it's like, okay, but like
Yeah. It's like what's changed. Yeah.
yeah, literally.
Yeah. Um. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not an expert on
Yeah,
that. Probably need
yeah.
to talk to a smarter person than me
Mhm.
to get those answers.
Like my viewpoint is, I think it's still marriage, and I think it's still worth celebrating. Like, okay, yes, nothing has changed, but also everything has changed in a way. Like from our perspective, at least now they are in union, like properly. Well,
Uh
they're not going to get Well, they're not going to get sacramentally married, like
Well,
because they're
yeah.
not
So
that.
like that's my like gripe is like like the whole thing of like properly married is the sacrament more so than like the court of law.
Yeah, but like if they're not Catholic, then what do you do?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I think I wouldn't be wrong in saying like you are allowed to go to a secular marriage between a man and a woman,
Yeah,
secular wedding.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but then like we're not allowed to go to weddings for homosexuals because
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Um, yeah, I probably can't give an actual answer because that's like you need like an actual smart person.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gray area. Like my viewpoint is still, it's still worth celebrating that these two people are like joining in union, but also like from our standpoint, is it truly union?
Yeah,
But like if it's not their belief, then like culpability comes into it. So then it's like, okay, it's still their belief. Like they don't think that they're doing anything wrong and they don't have the culpability for it. So eh,
yeah. I think like the best case would be like they have the desire, at least in some like nascent or like subconscious form, for like a genuine marriage.
mhm.
But because
Yeah.
they're not within the faith, like they're not able to get that. Does that make sense?
I think I mean, you can still be faithful to your spouse even when you're not Catholic, and you should be, regardless of
Yes.
what you're
Again,
like.
again like I'm talking specifically sacramental grace.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're married, you should be faithful to your spouse, regardless of whether you're religious or not. That is the whole point of marriage.
Yeah. You ought to still be bound by the vows you make. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, these guys might not have if they didn't do a ceremony, but like even like secular marriages still have the vows of like till
They
death
did
do
make
us part.
vows, I think. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know. I wouldn't say you did
Yeah.
anything wrong by going.
Oh, no, no, yeah. I don't think I did either. Like, yeah, a wedding is a wedding. Like, do you want to support your friends?
Yeah.
Just because they don't share the same beliefs as you don't doesn't mean you don't love them or support them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can have genuine discourse and discussion, but maybe at their wedding is not the place to do that.
I know. Those sorts of things are meant to happen like before,
Yeah,
ideally. But maybe you can't get that, so yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be able to convert them when they're about to like get married. Like
Yeah.
that's just not feasible.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Completely fair.
but yeah, food for thought.
Yes. How are we for time, by the way? We seem
We're
to
at
be doing
34
okay.
minutes.
Where are we? 34?
Yeah, so probably another
awesome.
5-ish minutes left.
Yeah. We could talk about
Yes.
concerts. That's a whole thing as well.
It's so fun. We went to Coldplay the other day.
Yeah, that was good fun.
It's fun. Concerts are interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're going to support the artist, you're going to have fun, but then it comes back to like, what if the artist doesn't stand for things that you don't support?
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
It was
Which is sort of unavoidable nowadays. Um,
yeah.
like I went to the weekend concert a couple weeks back now.
Hmm.
And again, that was fun. Like I enjoyed it, but like a lot of his music isn't particularly
It's about like drugs and stuff,
like
isn't it?
drugs and drugs and drugs and lust. Honestly, I have to say it. Like that is like he has some good songs, and those are like those are the ones that I actually like. But yeah, the other ones are just like, eh. They're
Yeah.
a bit of a drag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like then that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like it puts a real damper on things.
Mm-mm. Um, concerts are one thing because you can't really like control the set list,
Yeah,
but like
exactly. Exactly.
in your day to day, like I guess it's okay to like pick and choose and like
Yeah,
make your
like
own
and then
playlist.
that's like that's the majority of like what I do. Like I don't like listen to all weekend songs, but yeah, I have like yeah, like select ones that I like enjoy.
Yeah.
Like I think generally like if they're on the radio, they're okay.
Yeah. Ca-
Generally.
Eh. Maybe
Well,
my
they
standards
try
like
and like during the day, like they try and censor it for like
oh
the
yeah, like
kiddies.
they censor it, but like content wise, it's still like cooked.
Oh, true.
Still singing about drugs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Weekend isn't too bad in terms of drugs. Like the only thing he really says is like popping pills.
I guess, but like a lot of
Or
songs
he'll be
have
like
like implicit
high.
stuff. You know?
Yeah, like high or popping pills. Like those are the kinds of references that he makes to drug use.
Yeah. I mean, even stuff like "Pumped Up Kicks," like that song's cooked. Everyone loves that song.
That's we're gonna pump it up. That song.
No, no. Oh, the other kids and the pumped up kicks
Ah,
better.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you know what it's about, yeah?
No.
It's about a school shooter.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, they gotta run, outrun my gun.
Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah, it's cooked.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah, it's just on the radio and you vibe to it. It's great.
It's not great, but
Yeah, it's not.
I think
It is
oh,
quote unquote
yeah,
great.
yeah.
But hey,
A
that's
lot of gray areas in this area.
yeah, that is the world.
Yes, but yeah,
Um,
bringing it back to fun, I think. I think picking and choosing is fine.
mhm.
Thank
Hey, bless you.
you. Sorry, I didn't have time to put myself on mute. I think if they're outright like against Catholic values, like then, like for example, if the Weekend was straight out and came out and said like he supports abortion or something, then I would probably have to stop listening to him.
Okay. So what about Coldplay?
What about them?
He did put a pride flag on his head at the concert. So
He
he's kind of
did,
like he did kind of like come right out and say,
he did. But controversial take. We had a massive acceptance here in Melbourne in the Catholic Church. So like,
yeah, no, yeah, no, that's a fair point. We cannot ditch the church even if the church is against itself, so to
oh,
speak.
that's not. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm. Hey, interesting, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Not to like point fingers or like judge anyone or anything, but like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
And
no,
like it wasn't like hidden or anything. Like it was on social media. Like it was like visible for people to see. Like
yes,
yeah, it
was
was there.
I personally don't think it is good, if only because it's
Yeah,
at the very
like
least it's sort of like dishonest in a way,
yeah. I mean,
or like two fair. I don't know.
I
Allegedly,
don't
the
know.
church stands for one thing, so it's a bit weird to see it move against it itself.
Like these people deserve to be a part of the church for
Correct.
sure. But
Yes.
yeah, I think the way that it was supported is like in this like massive acceptance scenario. Like for
It's
example, this is another gray. If I'm full of gray areas today. Like
alright, so am I.
Pope Pope Francis, like when he allowed the the blessing
Oh yeah,
of
that yeah.
individuals in unions, not the union itself.
Yeah, and that was like really vague and weird and everyone
Yeah,
got
exactly.
confused. Yeah. That's the big thing.
Like,
It's the confusion about it
mm,
that people don't like. That's what I mean. Not Two
yeah,
Face.
exactly.
It's
Like the blessing of the union, not the blessing of the union, definitely not allowed. But yeah, Pope Francis is correct. Like these individuals deserve to be
yeah, yeah.
blessed in like the Catholic sense. They are
Yeah, they're
still
people.
human. They're infallible. Like we're all infallible. Fallible,
Fallible.
fallible,
Fallible,
fallible.
that's it.
Sorry, we are all fallible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
grey area.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I guess like closing remarks, bringing it back to fun. Yeah, I think picking and choosing is fine. Like with that in mind, with those
mm,
things in mind. But yeah, when it gets to like really like in the thick of it, then you sort of got to make a judgment call.
yeah,
Like the church isn't going to tell you that The Weekend is bad, Coldplay is bad, or Break Game of Thrones is bad. You have to make
yeah.
that judgment call for yourself.
I guess the key is like, does it lead you into sin or away from virtue?
Mm, mm,
Because if
exactly,
your hand does that, you cut it off. That's what the Lord says. And so,
exactly.
same with entertainment. You can
I
replace it
have
with,
one more question.
yes,
So, say Game of Thrones, for example.
yes.
Like, I know people, or I did this. Like, I watched Game of Thrones. I'm not saying that I didn't. But what I did with Game of Thrones was whenever questionable content would come up, I would just skip the questionable content and go back to the normal content,
Yeah.
like the actual plot content. Like, is that okay?
Um, when you say questionable content, you're talking about like, uh, sexually
Okay,
explicit content, yeah?
do we need to like? Nah, we're not actually saying anything bad. Like nudity, for
I can
example. That
explicit mark it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. Nudity, for example, is like very big in Game of Thrones, unfortunately.
Hmm.
And it's not like plan. Like, it just jumps
It
at
just
you.
shows up. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like even so, it's like difficult to like planedly skip it. Like you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
yoink when it does happen.
Yeah. My take, and this is 100% personal opinion from my own
Yeah.
experience and my own wounds and whatever, is
Hmm.
like, maybe it works for you. That's not
Hmm.
going to work for me. And so
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't like recommend that unilaterally.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't recommend like heavy-handedness. Like
Mm.
I have like a three-strike rule. You know, like I'll do the
Mm.
skipping, but if I have to do that more than 3 times in a series, it's like, all right, I'm not watching this anymore. And it sucks
Mm.
sometimes because like I'll be really enjoying a show and it uses the three strikes, but like
You do that with music?
yeah, I have a couple of rules for music. Like overly sexualized album art, gone, no remorse.
Mm-hmm.
If it uses the name of the Lord in vain, gone, no remorse because I'm
Yep.
struggling with that sort of intrusive thought lately. Um, yeah, even just like sexualized lyrics, I don't enjoy it, so no. Um, but
Fair
like I'll
enough.
still listen to songs with like swear words because that's
Yeah.
okay. Um,
Yeah.
not okay, but you know, like it's not. I'm not that heavy-handed of like, oh, if he says the S word, no, okay, whatever.
Yeah. It's getting harder and harder to avoid that nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, look, like I tolerate it, especially if it's got like emotional quality to it.
Mhm.
Because I listen to a lot of sad songs. I'm a very sad boy.
You in your emo phase?
What was that?
You in your
Emo
emo
phase?
phase?
I don't think I've been in an emo phase for years now. I don't think it's a phase anymore.
You had an emo phase?
No, I never had an emo phase. I just have a melancholy temperament, according to that one internet quiz I did way back when.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I tend to
Fair
be
enough.
sad boy. But yeah, anyway, to answer your question, um, yeah, you kind of just have to like,
It's a judgment call.
it's a
Yeah.
judgment call.
Yeah, what's for you might not work for the next person.
Yeah, yeah,
I think your rules were generally pretty good though.
yeah. Like I say they're heavy-handed, but maybe they're not. I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, it's true. Like skipping it you're still supporting the content even if you are skipping it. So it's like,
Yeah, they still get your view, and then that analytics goes
mm,
to Netflix HQ or whatever.
yeah,
They
and
make
then they
more
make
content
more
like it.
exactly.
There's so much sexualized content on Netflix now. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go play Monster Hunter. Upgrade my computer to do that.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, we're at 46 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're way over.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, was that fun? I hope that was fun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. We should do something fun. We did
Yeah,
Coldplay.
maybe the next episode we should actually do something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gotta think of what to talk about though. It's tricky,
Yeah.
especially because we're not doing anything fun to talk about. Fun, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway,
Alright.
we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Hope you guys had fun listening to this, and if you didn't, whatever. I'll tell you what to do later. But for now, we'll start with prayer intentions. I'll start. I'll start with the bog standard. I pray for the conflicts all throughout the world, that they all come to a peaceful end, and that there is peace in this world. And I also pray that somehow the culture like manages to shift in such a way that we can have like pure fun, if that makes sense. We don't have to jump these hoops as much and like come up with these rules and all that sort of thing. So yeah, that's my prayer.
Yeah. Yeah, much of the same. Like, yeah, I pray that we're all able to, like, yeah, like we were talking about before, moderate like the time that we spend for enjoyment. Like it's important, definitely, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Like even enjoyment should have a means to an end, like what we were talking about before. Um, like engaging in recreation activities to like spend time and bond with people. That is like probably like a good example of having fun. Binging a series for 12 straight hours and not seeing the light of day. That's probably a bad example of fun. And yeah, that all comes for judgment calls. So yeah, I guess we pray for the grace of wisdom, God, that we're able to make good judgment calls on what we spend our time on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well said. Amen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do us. We're a bit over time again. Sorry about that. Hopefully you enjoyed what you heard. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. If you
Mhm.
didn't, tell us what we did wrong. Leave a comment. Email us, chazbychrist@gmail.com. Join our
Mhm.
Discord. Come shout at us. Do all those things. Either way, pray for us, and we will hope to catch you in the next one. God bless.
Thanks, guys. God bless. See ya.
Catch you.